Hello, everybody. The light is not as well as I want, but I'm gonna do my best to to stream this way. It just as best as it can get. Okay, I'm ready. Hi, everyone, and I hope you all are doing okay. Um, just as I am. It has been a long time since I last uploaded a video in my channel. So as a matter of fact, I've not used it for a long time. The entire lockdown, I didn't do anything. I didn't um, upload any video. I've been observing things going on. Um, I was actually analyzing what was going on, and I decided to relaunch my YouTube channel and spreading knowledge to people. I have so much to tell you guys about what's going on and about your identity, about history, about knowledge in general. That's why I named this video, this live stream, Knowledge is Power. Because if you know who you really are, nobody gonna mess around with you. Nobody's gonna tell you who you're supposed to be. Or you're not gonna let anybody to tell you who you are. You are the one responsible to tell them who you are. And nobody's gonna shake you if you know who you are. And the reason why I decided to break my silence and start speaking, because I sense that people are still sleeping. Many of us, especially African people, we are still sleeping. But we're not gonna go deep today. The only thing I wanna say today is knowledge is power, and you have to know your history. History is one of the best, or if not the best thing you can study. Because if you know your history, you will definitely know who you are. And your history is so rich that it rose the envy of the rest of the world to the point that they stormed into the motherland and to try, not to try, but to literally destroy you by destroying your culture, stealing your history, brainwashing you through religion, through educational system, through other forms of indoctrination. They have literally obliged you to change the way you view the world, to change the way you deal with Mother Nature, to change the world, the way that you embrace nature. Because back in the times when Africa was still Africa for the African, we didn't have any concept of any religion, but we lived in perfect harmony with Mother Nature. That's why you're gonna see we ruled the world for at least 15,000 years, but we didn't create any global warming, any pollution. We didn't put any poison in the water like fluoride, or we didn't pollute the air by spraying sulfur in the atmosphere. But since the Western has overtaken the rule of the world, you can see what's really going on today. Why? Because those people, they don't understand the law of nature. They have not mastered the law of nature. As a matter of fact, they don't speak or understand the language of nature. That is why we're going through so much today. There is no connection with those guys. The African, the original African, had a type of belief that in the Zulu tribe, in the Zulu people, Zulu kingdom, they call it Ubuntu. In the Swahili spoken population, they call it Umoja, oneness, Ubuntu. I am because you are. And that's the true African. That's the real African. The African was never an individualist. We were all a pluralist. If I have two, I give one to my brother. I give one to my sister. We did that was our way of life, sharing. We didn't run out of anything. We didn't need to hide or steal anything from anyone because we had it all under our soul or in our backyard. We had it all. So there was no need to stock, to create an inventory that you might not need. There was no need for that. But our European counterpart, they had that mentality of individualism because of the condition they were living in Europe back in the Dark Ages. When they were living in caves, as soon as you go out, you have to quickly get it, whatever you can find for yourself, for your survival. So there was selfishness in Europe for survival reason, but this was not the case for Africa. We have so much abundance among us that we enjoyed sharing it until the European went to Africa, invaded Africa. And the reason why we were even subjugated was because the African is a people person when the European is a materialist. When they came to Africa, we welcomed them as a people, as fellow human beings, but they had some other intention. They were seeing materials, neglecting the people. And that's what fooled us. We thought they were just like us with the same intention, and we let them in. The European didn't conquer Africa through war. They couldn't. They wasn't as powerful as we were. They couldn't. So they had to come at peace. Like they were disguised in missionary when in fact they were mercenary. You know, pretending to teach us about God when we knew God way before they even existed. As a matter of fact, we were the gods because we are the oldest people on earth. And we have a much richer history than anybody else. As a matter of fact, the African has done more for the humanity, for the human race, than anybody else. Why don't you know about it? Your history was stolen. That's it. That's what it is. Your history was stolen, and you were taught to hate yourself, to ignore your ancestors. And that's why you're going through what you go today. And another thing is Africa or the African people were not designed to live in nation states. We were designed to live in territorial states like kingdoms, empires. So the moment the Europeans set foot in Africa, they knew that we couldn't survive a day if they put us into nation states like countries. And so they did that for our demise, to destroy us. And and my message can as well be forward to the African leaders. They have to think of the future generation. They have to remember the African personality. They have to abandon the individualism, but seek a common interest for the entire continent. What does that mean? We need to reject the division imposed on us by European. We have to abandon the idea of the country things. We have to recreate our kingdoms, or why not unify the entire Africa, which would even better, create one single African army, a single government for the entire continent. And I guarantee you, we're going to be the world's most super powerful thing that exists. There is not a better machine than the black man. I can guarantee you that. There's not, in every single aspect, intellectually, physically, emotionally, everything, you know. So the African is literally the gods that we've been looking through religion. If only you knew that. And that's why they do everything they can to impede you from knowing that. You have to know that you are very special, you know. You showed the world what it is today. Every other civilization copied everything from you. You are the greatest. And those people that enslaved our people, they know it. They know who we are. That's the reason why they enslaved us. We are not slaves. We were enslaved. We are the gods, the king, the queens, the princess, the warriors, the teachers, the master teachers, the doctors. As a matter of fact, the father of medicine is not Hippocrates. It is Imhotep, who was the teacher of Hippocrates. But the European would not let it slide because of the idea that they created in the world of superiority. Even if there is no proof, scientific proof whatsoever, they just say. So today I just brushed up a little bit, but as I said in the beginning, I'm not stopping this time. I will do more videos because my intention is to awaken as more African people as I can and empower us with knowledge. The few knowledge that I have, I want to share it to everybody, especially the younger generation coming after us. People who were brought here when they were very young or who were born here not knowing who they really are and have been indoctrinated with false information about who they are. And they growing up under um, self-hatred because thinking that they are nothing, thinking that they are inferior when they are not. So stay tuned. Make sure you like this video, share it, and more importantly, subscribe and hit the bell, notification bell, so you don't miss any video that I post. I hope you all stay well, stay alert, because we are at war. They are trying to destroy our DNA because they know who we are. Don't let them do that. I love you guys. Peace.